Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 25, titled The High Deep Blue Sky. Both sides prepare for the confrontation between the heroes and the Paranormal Liberation Front as Class 1A finishes their first year of high school. So, in the last episode, we had the ending of the My Villain Academia arc, where um the hero, the villains defeated, well, more accurately, Shigaraki defeated Redestra and took control of the um Liberation Army and rebranded it into the Paranormal Liberation Front with himself and 7 others as his lieutenants leading it. And so they now have a massive army that they can use against the heroes. They also have a lot of funds and that they can use to bolster up their resources and everything. On the hero side of things, the last we saw them was at the end of the Endeavor Agency arc, where, I don't actually remember how that ends, but all I know is that they actually impressed um, Endeavor. I'm pretty sure this had the one where um what's it, Natsuo got kidnapped in that, so yeah. Now this just by the tagline at the top of 1 month earlier, it was meant this is actually part of the Endeavor Agency arc. This was meant to be the bridging chapter between um My Villain Academia and the start of the Endeavor Agency. So yeah, interesting that they kept it in. But let's get it started in 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. Well, maybe it wasn't. No, yeah, because Endeavor Agency leads directly into the war, whereas that was set before. Because remember, Hawks was already part of the Liberation when he was dealing with Endeavor and the students. Yeah, it's sort of been hard to hide Hawks if he wanted to. So, something I don't understand is Shigaraki's left hand. In the manga, he lost these two fingers. Yet here he's got like a reverse artist glove or something. But he still seems to have those fingers. And it was a big thing in the manga because since he lost those two fingers, he shouldn't be able to use it from that hand, but he still can. You want to surpass your sensei? I'm gonna have to find a way other than Crunchyroll to actually watch season 6. Because even though it's like 5, 6 weeks into the season, all of them are still premium, and I'm not gonna pay Crunchyroll to be able to watch this. So I don't know. It may take a couple days longer than normal to get the next episode out while I try and figure out a way to watch it. Now it's around. What the fuck? Creating super moves. Musha, he was number 5? He's the guy with the full armor from the Pro Hero charts. I forget if he went with Mount Lady again. Yeah. Went back to manual. This is Coda. Went with Wash. The guy who says nothing but Wash, and he learned to communicate effectively. No, wait, Mirko's number 5, isn't she? Maybe Euro was 9? They didn't even bother to say what number he was. It really is impressive just how much these kids have grown in a single year. You know, he might have actually gained some insight from working with Kamoya Woods. Because, I mean, Hell Spider is similar, but doesn't really work on capturing, it's more piercing. Whereas Kamoy Woods has that lacquer chain prison that could have really helped with Black Whip. Yep, she added grapple hooks into her gauntlets to emulate Black Whip. Because she wants to be a rescue hero, so having grapples helps with maneuverability and saving people. And it was inspired by Black Whip. Hmm. Previous successor quirks. All the information he could find about the previous successors and their quirks. I mean, the first part of that is fair. I think that's the first time we get a good look at his face. Hmm. The quirk of his sensei. It still is a little weird to see them as friends, but who doesn't cut all the way through when they're trying to cook something? Unless it's a specific cutting technique. She made it effectively invisible with by refracting the light away from it. I didn't know she could do that. Then again, that's the same thing that happens on her body, just without the glow. Yeah, normally. Eh? So that conversation said they still got 3 months left before the end of term. This is a month before. It just said 1 month earlier, though. I honestly thought this scene was before My Villain Academia. Yet apparently it's that was happening simultaneously with the internship, and then this is just at the end of that to bridge into to say what the kids are doing 1 month before what happens. I honestly thought it was at the end of their school year that it happened, not 2 months before, but it's the first years, third years, and pro heroes. And that is the bridge to what is called the War Arc. Because it is war between the heroes and the Paranormal Liberation Front. So that was just a mellow bridging episode just to sort of bring down the stakes a bit so that it isn't just super intense led to super intense, which is what the point of the Endeavor Agency arc was, but I've got over that enough. But yeah, there's not really much to comment on with that. Like, it's all just reiterating stuff we already know, like that Shigaraki's in charge of the Paranormal Liberation Front. It went through the kids and their internships, what slight things they learned, who they worked with, discussing how close they are towards the end of the year. All Might having to postpone his meeting with Stain so that he can talk with Sukauchi about things. Eri is starting training. And then 1 month after that, they're at the hills ready to start the war. But, yeah. Overall, this arc, for everything it was missing, for as short, as rushed as it was, and for as weirdly placed as they did this season. Sorry about that. It wasn't a bad arc. It just could have been much better. Like, there was a lot of important stuff that wasn't put in. Like, as I've mentioned several times, the whole anti-mutant quirk thing like cult that they took out. Them asking Garaki to manufacture more of the quirk erasing bullets once they got his blessing and all of that. A more in depth discussion about what the procedure was going to do to Shigaraki was in this one. Yeah. Still want to know what's up with his hand, because he's meant to only have two fingers and his thumb. Like, these two are meant to be gone, yet he's got the glove on. But yeah, as I was saying, as Garaki said, he can now transfer his decay through things that are touching the things that he is touching, which he never used to be able to do. It used to be solely he puts 5 fingers on something, that person will decay and the clothes they're wearing, but it wouldn't continue onto the floor or any other person that they're touching. Then we saw when he was sleep deprived, his memories were coming back. He was able to use his quirk to its more full potential, and it started passing through the people. Then he got more unhinged, and he did all that stuff against Redestro, where he was literally decaying. I don't even know really what it is. Like, it's a concentrated blast of energy, and he was just touching it and decaying this theoretical force that was being produced by Redestro that was only colored purple and given the tendrils for the audience to see just how powerful an impact it would be, and he was able to dissipate the force by touching it, which makes absolutely no sense. But like, yeah, that was they got more in depth with that with Garaki in the comics. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with the war arc. From what I've heard, it's good so far, but I'll trust that when I see it. But anyway, with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.